Hello everyone, how's it going? Billy Ballgame here, back with another video. Today's video is going to be the first part of an SGC submission. Today is Saturday, December 9th. It's the same day I just published my Carl Yastrzemski SGC reveal video. And I'm filming this one about 15 minutes later. I've got a big stack of cards here, 23 altogether, that I just got from Chris yesterday when he picked up our submission that we just got back. So there's a bunch of cards in there from Chris and our buddy Mauricio that I'm gonna send off to SGC. But I've got a couple that I pulled that I'm gonna send in with this submission. Chris is such a good dude. He wants me to do all the legwork of doing the submission, and then he pays for me to get a couple cards graded, which I would do this for free for him. He doesn't have to get cards graded for me, but he does, and I appreciate it, but it's really not required. It's not a whole lot of work, but if he's going to pay for them, then I'll send them. So excuse me. As I said in my last video, I'm still under the weather a little bit, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I'm going to spin this around and show you the two cards that I'm going to send off and let you know what I think they're going to grade. And then once I get them back, I'll combine it into one video and I'll do the reveal as well along with this video. So everybody stick around and I'll be right back with you and I'll show you the cards. All right, so I've got two cards here that I'm going to send in with this submission. And one of them holds a special place in my junk wax collecting heart. And it is the 1990 score Bo Jackson. And I remember when this card came out in 1990, I was never able to pull it out of a pack. Or maybe is it 1991? I don't remember, but 90 or 91. I was never able to pull this card out of a pack. But this was when Bo was really at his peak. And Bo not only was an amazing athlete, like at a historic level, an all-star in Major League Baseball and a Pro Bowler in the NFL, he was just a cultural icon. So every time you turned on the TV, there were Nike commercials. There was the Bo Knows Nike campaign ad that was awesome. Just some of those, the all-time, in my mind, iconic commercials from the 90s was Bo Jackson. And I've talked about it on my channel before. I hope his legacy continues to follow with him. Just that people don't forget what an amazing athlete he was. And just what a tremendous cultural influencer he was, and his commercials were in the 90s until he unfortunately had to cut his career short due to a catastrophic hip injury that allowed him really to never return back to football. And he would come back to play baseball for a few years. He would play with the White Sox and then later the California Angels. But you could see just his explosiveness wasn't there. His strength in his lower body wasn't there. And he just wasn't the same athlete. So it's really unfortunate what happened to him. And he'll always be one of those stories of what if. But to me, he's such a huge part of my childhood. And this card is such a huge part of this childhood, or of my childhood, that I decided to go ahead and send this in to get it graded. Chris just got one back from SGC, I think the submission before this last one, that graded as a 9.5, and it was a really sharp card. I was a little bit jealous, so I decided to go ahead and send one of mine in. This one is not in as good a condition as Chris's is, I don't think. It's got a slight touch up here in the top left corner. So what I'm hoping for with this card is a 9. So if it grades as a 9, I'll be happy with that, and I'll keep it in my collection forever. If it grades lower than that, then I may dig out some more to submit, or buy one already graded in the 9, 9.5, or maybe even 10 range. I love this card, but it's a card I don't know if I want to pay, close to $200 for in a 10. So we'll see how this one comes back, and then we'll go from there. But once I get this one back, I can imagine never having one of these cards graded in my collection. So that's the first one I'm going to send. And then the second one, as a Cardinals fan, it's a shame that I don't have a graded Albert Pujols rookie card. So I have 2 rookie cards, this one and his upper deck. I'd really like to get his tops one of these days. But this one, or his tops regular card, this one I like it. I like the design. I think it's a cool looking card. I bought it back in 2019. We were going down to Branson for vacation, and I talked my wife into stopping in a card shop in Springfield, and I picked this up for $25, I believe, just because it was a rookie card of his. At the time, I didn't have any rookie cards, and it was cheap. So I went ahead and paid, I believe, $25 for this one. And I just really like the design of this card. It's definitely not his most desirable rookie card, but to me, it's cool. So what I'm thinking on this one is it's got some chipping on the back. It's got a kind of a nick out of this bottom edge here. I don't know if the chipping maybe on this edge will show up on the video or not. But really what I'm thinking on this one is it's probably going to grade as an 8. And if it does, I'm fine with that. I'll put it up above my desk where I'm working on an all-time Cardinal great kind of rookie card display. And so this will go in there with that. But if I got above an 8, I would be ecstatic. I just think there's too much chipping on the edge, and then that ding, I think it's going to hold it back. So I would love to see it in a 9, but I think that's just way past what this card can grade. If it grades an 8.5, I would be happy with it, but really what I expect out of it is an 8. So those are the 2 cards that I'm going to send in to SGC. There's my pre-grading sheet on here. So these are the 2 cards I'm going to send into SGC. Like I said in the intro, once I get them back, I'll combine these 2 videos, and I'll do a submission and a reveal together, kind of like COG sports card style. So everybody stick around. As soon as I get these cards back from SGC, I'm hoping, like I said, today's Saturday, I'm hoping I can get these sent out Monday, Tuesday of next week. They'll probably be graded and mailed back toward the end of the week, and then they would come back the following week, which, if I'm not mistaken, would be Christmas week. So there may be a delay in there, but as soon as these come back, I'll be happy to show you all the grades. So appreciate the channel, and appreciate your support of the channel, and I'll be back with you soon. All right, how's it going, everybody? I hope you had an amazing holiday, New Year's and Christmas. So today is January 2nd, and I just picked up the cards for the SGC submission from the post office today. So I'll run through the numbers of how the submission broke down, and then I will show you the cards and show you the grades. So SGC received these cards on the 14th of December. They graded them on the 26th, so the day after Christmas, and they tried to deliver them on the 30th, but that's the day my family and I were going home to do our family Christmas and to stay with them for New Year's. So we had the pink slip in the mailbox that they tried to deliver them on the 30th. We got home kind of late yesterday afternoon on New Year's, and today's the 2nd. So I just went to the post office and picked them up. So I've got Chris's ready for him to swing by and pick up today on his way home from work. and then I have my 2. So I will go ahead and flip this around and show you the grades. All right, so the first one I'm going to show is the 1990 score Bo Jackson, and it came back as a 9, and I'm super happy with that. So like I said, a 9 was what I was thinking that this was going to grade. So I pretty much nailed it. So I'm wondering maybe if I should move to Florida and go to work for SGC, because I've been pretty much right on the grades for all the cards that I've sent in out of my collection this year. So I'm pretty happy to have this in a 9. This is just a super iconic card for me anyway. I know people use iconic probably too much, but this was about as big a card as it got in 1990, and just one of my all-time favorite cards. So I'm super happy to get this in a 9. I believe that this is the one that came out of the 90 score set that I picked up from the basement collection. So I'm into this really cheap. I mean, I didn't even pay for the grading. So this is about a $30 card in a 9 right now, and I'm super happy to have it. So this one will stay with me. And then the second card, oh, I forgot to pull it out of the bag. Hang on. Like I said in the first part of the video, I don't have any graded Albert Pujols rookie cards. This is my first one. So I really think that this looks nice in a tuxedo. And I expected this to get an 8, and that's exactly what it came back as. So like I said in the first part of the video, I really think that an 8 was just the best I could hope for in this card. I would like to have gotten it in an 8.5 or a 9. But I think SGC nailed the grade right on the head. So I'm 2 for 2 on this submission. So I've done really good with my pre-grading this year, which makes me feel better about sending some of those borderline cards in that I'm not sure whether it's worth grading or not. So that makes me feel more confident. You know, some of the cards that'll be, you know, 15, 20 bucks in an 8 or 15 or 20 bucks in a 9. This makes me feel better about sending them in. Mainly I'm thinking about, you know, Ozzie Smith player run types of cards. So again, I'm super happy with this submission. I'm happy with this grade on the Albert Pujols. I think both of these cards just really look great in tuxedos. Everybody looks good dressed up, right? So again, happy to add these to the collection. This is my first Albert Pujols graded rookie card. So I only have 2 Albert Pujols cards in my collection, or 3 now. I had 2 graded cards prior to this in my collection, so I have some more Alberts that I want to send out throughout the year. So that'll wrap it up. Again, I'm happy about this submission. If you've stayed till the end, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support of the channel. I'm up to 399 subscribers now. I'm going to go ahead and flip this around and wrap it up. So again, I'm up to 399 subscribers now. So 1 away from 400. I'm going to save this video and post it this weekend, which will probably be, today's Tuesday the 2nd. So the 5th or 6th, I'll post this. And then I'm not really sure. I'll have a pickup video coming up on the 15th of January once my new month's allowance comes in. And, well, it'll probably be shortly after that, because I'll probably buy something off eBay and I'll have to wait for it to come in. I'm hoping to pick up Willie McCovey rookie with this month's allowance for the 60 set. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for a couple weeks. And then I will have my 1-year YouTube anniversary coming up that I'm going to do my top 25 countdown with. So again, thank you everyone for supporting the channel, checking out the videos. If you haven't already, please give this one a like and subscribe. And that'll wrap it up. So again, I hope everybody has a good one. And until the next one, I'll talk to you later.